Howdy, y'all. So on the next episode of Ricky's Big World, we gonna spill all the tea.
And finally, it started having some real bad problems. One of the coils blew, and when it blew, it put a hole straight through the hood. It just the spring popped.
What? That can happen?
Back in the pizza world caverns, behind the test ovens, and in reality next to the bathrooms, it's Ricky's Big World.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Ricky's Big World. So, we're at Pizza World here in Cedar Rapids. Let me tell you something, man. It is livid out here now. I mean, lit up.
It is very, very busy. The phones are ringing off the hook. And you know what? Part of that's my fault.
Why is that?
Well, we're running soft opening today. And Dad said he wanted to stress test the online ordering over mobile, online, and over the phone and deliveries. So I put that out today and it's working.
Yeah, that phone's been ringing off the hook.
I love our community here. Seriously, they are the best community. Anytime we need help, they're here.
Well, the community is also enjoying the good food too. Okay, so I mean
that's fair.
It ain't all about you.
But we do love our extended pizza family.
Okay, well, I'm glad of that because I like that too. Because I'm part of that family. I love to eat.
You are part of that family, but we are popping tonight, and it's a Friday night, which is typically our busiest day of the week. So we're really gonna.
For you guys, this is your second day reopen, right?
Yes. Well, it's second day of soft openings, yes. I'm being specific.
Well,
we haven't had our grand opening yet.
No, but the door opened up yesterday, first day back, and then today's second day. Bam.
Correct.
You have to add all the other stuff into it.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of employees that maybe this is their first day back after the move, so they're getting the flow of things.
Which, speaking of the move, so y'all were out of commission for
75 days.
75 days. That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. All right, so what do you want to talk about?
It's a little busy in here. It might be a little loud.
That's all right. We're good. What do you want to talk about?
Well, last time you came up, you rented a truck.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in love with said truck. And
I rented the same truck.
I was going to say, and this time you rented a truck and you are in love with this truck. So what's going on?
All right, so I am in the process in the market buying a truck. But Jennifer calls me a truck snob. And I believe it because
I do too.
The truck cannot be at the top of the truck, cannot be at my eye level. I cannot see the top of the truck. I don't want to see the top of the truck. It's got to be taller than me.
Okay.
So I'm 6'4".
I mean, you're a tall guy. That makes sense.
All right. It's got to have running boards. I like the truck I have rented because it is, I won't say what brand it is, but it's just got all the bells and whistles. I didn't think I was going to like auto start, and I love the auto start.
You don't want to say what brand it is? Just in case you help other tall, light folks out?
It's a Dodge Ram Laramie.
Okay, there you go.
And that's actually a good point. I'm glad you said.
Yeah.
But the point is, though, it's just got all these bells and whistles. And it's just like, I want it. I want to buy that truck. I've rented it twice already. The same truck. And so I put some miles on that thing. And I told him, I said, look, how much would it be to buy this truck? So they said,
do you think you'll buy that one or you'll buy like a newer version?
That'll be cheap.
Oh, fair enough.
My problem is, me and rental cars don't get along because that's why I buy the insurance, because it ain't going to be the same vehicle that you rented to me.
Fair.
I jack that thing up. I mess it up. I go through mud holes and run over curves.
Is that just a personal preference?
That's just my driving style.
Awesome.
82 minimum miles per hour, so good.
Sorry, I was looking around because we're starting to get a line out the door and everybody's on the phone. Okay. And I'm still just amazed by the outpour from the community.
I love the atmosphere in here. And people are constantly coming in and out of the door.
Yeah, which you can hear because we're very close to the door, so you can probably hear it shut. It shuts aggressively.
We're 3 tables from the door.
And it shuts pretty aggressively.
And there's a line, man. It is lit up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff gets me jazzed.
Okay, we'll continue talking about.
No, that's it.
I like that. No, that's good.
It's just, like I said, it's just the community outpour is phenomenal here. So.
I should also do a Facebook Live too.
Oh my God!
While we're here,
you have never done a Facebook Live while recording.
Okay, well, tell you what, we're about to do a Facebook Live too, but I also want to continue to talk about truck.
Yeah, let's talk about your truck. Since you're a truck snob.
And I'm assuming you do not want to be on camera, so
please no. We've made this deal.
It's lit at the pizza. Hold on. At the Pizza World, Iowa. Okay. So I'm about to do a live video. Okay, ready? Oh, I'm blocking my own view.
Oh,
there you go.
Ricky's Big World's getting a behind-the-scenes view.
Get behind the scenes view. Okay, family, so look here. I am at Pizza World right now, and I'm telling you something. It is lit in here. And we are actually doing a live podcast right now. We are live, and you can hear how loud it is in here. And in fact, let me show you behind me too. So those tables are okay, but it's just more people coming in. So my point is we are. I got the wall going. I just showed you. I'm so sorry.
Great.
So come on here. What's the address again?
5100.
5100.
Fountains Drive.
Fountains Drive.
Suite 100.
Sweet. You know where we are. If we're
right next to Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, Edgewood, and Blairs Ferry Road. Right next door. The Voodoo and the Pizza World. So come on down here because we're here. And we're doing our live podcast right now.
Yeah, come say hi.
Come say hi. She talks into the microphone as if.
Well, because did you tell them?
Yeah, we're live. We're doing a podcast right now, right this second.
So when they watch the podcast later.
I'm trying not to show my phone, but, see what I'm saying? She doesn't want to see. Rude. So anyway, the point is come on down, and I got 3 cameras in my face. Mine, and then 2 right here. So come on down right now. We'd love to see you. And stop by and say hey. All right, bye. I'm going to turn this around a little bit. There you go. All right.
I feel like I'm hiding. Don't look.
Oh my God, like that. Look at me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so my search for a truck.
Okay.
That was fun, by the way. The
Wait till your audience sees this back.
I'm sorry. I don't care about leather seats. I really don't like leather seats.
I love it. Oh, you don't like these seats?
Oh no, leather seats in a car.
Oh, leather. I'm sorry. We're talking about the truck.
Because either in the cold it's too cold, or your skin gets stuck to it in the heat.
Yeah, but it has the heating or the cooling feature.
But I don't ever use that. I like the windows open.
You never get in the summer and you want cold seats, so you don't.
Never had them before. Now this truck here has got the cooling seats, the heated steering wheel, which I didn't realize the heated steering wheel was going to be that nice. But
I didn't think it was a feature I'd enjoy either, but it's really good, especially when you have to pop in the car at negative 23.
Well, I don't want a brand new truck. I don't buy brand new. I don't care if I got cash in hand. I won't buy brand new because as soon as you drive off the lot, you just lost a bunch of money. I don't want to do that. So I'm looking for between 2018 and 2023. Something like that. Depends on what it is. Once again, Jennifer says I'm a truck snob. And I've realized I am. I don't want a little one. I am not a fan of that little Ford Maverick. You can keep that.
Yeah.
I do like the Ford Ranger, but I can see the top of it.
Oh.
So I don't want that. I like the big trucks, like the big Dodge Rams. I like the GMC, the big ones. I like the Chevy 2500s. I like those.
What was your last truck?
Ford F-150.
Okay. So it was.
And I couldn't see the top.
Yeah.
But
it was a pretty big truck, though.
Yeah. I'm kind of pausing on the Fords right now because every Ford I've had has broke down. but they were 5.4 liter engines, which is, please forgive me, but it's horrible.
Okay.
Now, I just lost my option to get a 5.0 EcoBoost Ford F-150 that was gorgeous. And it had the sunroof that, like, was the panoramic hue sunroof.
Oh.
Heated seats, the vented, the booty cooler seat.
Yeah.
Had all that. And I didn't want to pay that much for it.
Fair enough.
Because I've got a budget. I'm sticking to it. I don't want to go above on anything. Taxes, tag, everything has to be at that or below.
Fair enough.
So, fun. Butts showing. Hold on. Okay. These shorts are low in the back.
I was going to say, how do you feel about these seats over here?
I like these seats. The other ones were hard.
Yeah, there's no padding to it.
So we're sitting on the voodoo side. And the seats are padded. It's nice.
Yeah.
So, like, because you, at one episode, you had actually turned the camera around, people could see it.
Yeah. I think these chairs are a tad lower, too. Like, do you feel like you're hunching as much as you were before?
No, it feels comfortable.
That's good.
Feels good. Now, I was kind of hoping that you guys were going to do the high bench seats like it was in the original schematics.
I think at our next place we're going to do that.
But I also understand that you got that bar up there, and they're putting in foot.
Yeah, a rail.
The footrest, the rail. So I like that. I would probably sit there.
Oh, fair enough.
But keep changing subjects. So back to the truck.
People need to follow along.
Yeah, y'all got to be quick. And I'm telling you.
Dedicated.
I know y'all keep hearing me. I still sound the same from.
Yeah.
And I keep getting it. It's like it heals up. And then I get the sinus drain. So I actually think I might have allergies for the first time in my life. I've never had allergies before.
I mean, you can develop them later in life. That happens all the time. You moved to Louisiana and developed allergies.
But that's my people, though. So I'm like...
You've been out of there for so long. You reacclimated.
Now, we'll say this. The trees are different in Louisiana than in Georgia. They got pine trees, but there's some other things I've never seen before.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's it. I don't know. But you hear it.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy. So it is what it is. All right. So getting back to the truck.
People are going to need a roadmap for this episode.
And you didn't even put my timer out.
Oh, you're right. I didn't.
That's all right. We got
to. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Just go.
Like this.
No, just go beep.
Okay.
A 5-minute warning. Go beep.
Beep. 5-minute warning.
All right. So truck. Now, what I would love to have is between a 1999 and 2003 Ford F-250 with a 7.3 liter engine. That is a 1,000,000-mile engine. That thing ain't breaking down. So if you buy one and it's got, let's say, 250,000 miles on it, that is breaking it in.
I am paying attention. I'm just trying to find the timer. What do I do with it?
I don't know. Don't worry about that damn timer right now. We got a live. What kind of show we're doing? What are you doing? I'm trying to talk to the person, have a conversation back and forth.
You need to talk to them.
I'm talking to y'all. But, she's also right here, and I need her to respond.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
You got me.
You have gotten really lazy since the last time we were doing these shows.
If it's the break.
It was a break.
All right, go ahead.
I'm finding me a new producer.
Please do.
Oh, is that right?
Can we get one?
I'm officially done with the truck conversation because it keeps getting interrupted.
I need one to support both of us. We need a producer for both of us.
I want more sponsors for this thing. Come on now.
Fair enough. Okay, so truck.
No, I think I'm done.
No, I find it amazing. She's right. You are a truck snob. You knew down to the leader.
To force the conversation.
I'm not forcing it. You knew. You knew down to the leader.
Of what?
What you wanted that truck, like the engine, everything. You are a truck
5.0. That's a good engine on the Ford. They're hard to find though.
Yeah.
Now 5.7 is not bad, but that 5.4 you can keep that. Now Toyota Tundra is another one I want. I like that truck.
I'm really surprised. You can
Toyota's
see out of it?
last.
Like you don't see the top of it?
Yeah, I don't see the top of that. Those are tall
Really?
trucks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just like that Dodge Ram I'm driving right now.
For some reason in my mind I thought the Dodge Ram was taller than a Tundra would be, but
No, a Tundra. Are you thinking about a Tacoma?
oh, yep.
Tacoma's
You're
short.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a smaller truck. Okay.
However, look at this. So there was some guy who they did a documentary, pseudo documentary, and the guy had I forgot what year, 2006 Tacoma, 2 million miles.
2 million miles?
It still looks brand new.
Is that possible?
Yes. So the dealership that because he had a news guy follow him around and with his truck, and he uses the truck for business a lot because he would deliver food to people who were caught in the house and everything, like Meals on Wheels
Okay.
kind of things. He did that. He did a bunch of other stuff with the truck. So over years, he put 2 million miles and he bought it brand new. So the dealership, after he passed away, the dealership purchased that truck from his family and has it sitting in the dealership
That's amazing.
as what a prime example a Toyota would do.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So
2 million miles. I
a
can't even-
Toyota Tundra,
Like, most cars after 100,000, you're pushing it.
my last F-150, I had 249,000 miles. I wanted to try and get to 300,000 before I got rid of it. It didn't make it.
Yeah, see,
That is-
go 2 million. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane. But I put $10,000 in trying to revive that truck. And so finally, people over at Milex looked at me and they said, Rick, I don't want to see you spending more money. It's not going to get any better. So I went out on emergency and bought the car I currently have
Yeah.
that we would not mention because it's a little bougie. Bing. And so I'm going to keep that car, but I want a truck. But I think about using my motorcycle to trade in on the truck too. So
Oh,
I never ride it.
keep your, yeah. Well,
I never ride it.
But you keep talking about how like your dream is to get back on the motorcycle.
It is, but it's sitting out of the garage waiting for me. I'm not going out there doing anything. So it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And
Totally
it's
get that.
it's a 2005 Suzuki Boulevard C50. And it's got low miles on it. So,
Yeah.
but I never drive it.
I totally understand that though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not going to, but
It's taking up space, and I don't know. My balance being a AA amputee ain't the best. So, might be good.
okay.
I'm like, okay, whatever. I can take it off the price of the truck. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
but they're selling for about $5,000 right now.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
No, I don't have one of those high dollar ones.
Yeah.
Ain't no Ducati, nothing like that. But so yeah, I like the Dodge Ram. I really like the Tundra too. I saw a Nissan Titan, and I liked it. But then when I researched it, they said that a lot of times the engine would knock, and I don't want to hear all that next.
Yeah, of course.
That worries.
Especially after everything you just went through with your truck, your last truck. So.
I had 2 Ford F-150s and a Ford Expedition. Now, I will say the Ford Expedition, I researched that before I bought it, and this was in 2006. 2006, and I was looking for 2006 Expeditions specifically. So I went to Consumer Reports, and they said from 2001, I think it was, until 2006, there were so many red flags. But in 99 and 2006, but 98 and 99, that's what it was. Almost excellence across the board. So I bought that, and it had 60-something thousand miles on it, and I bought it kind of cheap. And I went to Vermont in it. I went to New Hampshire in it. I went to Georgia in it. I went everywhere in this thing. And finally, it started having some real bad problems. One of the coils blew, and when it blew, it put a hole straight through the hood. It just the spring popped.
What? That can happen?
$400 just for that one spark plug.
That's crazy.
So I sold it to a certain auto dealership in Marion.
All right.
You know which one I'm talking about?
I think so.
Okay. Caca. So I sold it to them.
Well, if I didn't, I sure know now.
Caca. Yeah, cacar. And I sold it to them or traded on the white F-150 I had. And when I do this, let me tell you what I do. My car is currently FFA number 4.
Okay.
All right, so it's Fat Freddy. So my Expedition was named Fat Freddy. And then when I got my white truck, I put my hands on the white truck, my hands on the Expedition. I transferred its spirit over to the new one. So then that became FFA number 2.
Okay.
Fat Freddy number 2. So then I got something else in between. I forgot what it was. Same thing. FFA number 3. And then when I got the F-150, no, I'm sorry. I'll take it back. F-150, the second one, the green one that I called Dr. Holland.
Yes.
That became FFA number 3. My current car, I did the same thing. Put my hands on it, did a blessings, transfer the spirit, and that's FFA number 4. So I'm going to do the same thing. When I get my next truck, I'm going to go FFA number 5.
That's so,
FFA.
that's
Fat
such
Freddy.
an interesting tradition. I've never heard of anybody doing that. I'd love to know from our audience if anybody else does something similar. But
Well,
is that like a car thing, like a
I
guy
don't know.
car thing,
I
or a
don't,
girl?
I don't know what everybody else does, but that's just what I do. Because when I find out something that I trust, and I talk to my car, you build a relationship. And when I go to sell a car, you can almost hear it crying because, if you took care of it. So that Fat Freddy, I wanted a name that was a boy or a girl name, so I named it Freddy. I know a lot of girls named Freddy.
Yeah.
So, and she fat, so she's a big girl. So,
Fair enough.
so now I got this slender car, and I'm naming it Fat Freddy. So my car's got a complex now. But point is it's like your car. I like your SUV.
Yeah. I would cry if I had to get rid of it.
My ears fell off.
Cry if I had to get rid of my SUV.
It's a Palisade.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice. Jennifer says they're too big for her.
So here's the thing. I originally had a Nissan Altima. No. What's the big?
Maxima.
What's their big SUV?
Oh, SUV. Oh my God, it's called
Armada.
Armada. That's it. Yeah.
It's like it starts with an A.
That's a.
So
I heard those are nice vehicles.
I originally had a Nissan Armada, and I loved it, but I hated driving it. I felt like a tank in there. Like I had a hard time parking. It was just so big and bulky to me. I wasn't comfortable driving it. That thing feels like I'm driving a car.
See, that's why I don't like that, because I want to feel like I'm driving a truck.
Fair, but I am like the SUV's big. It just feels more comfortable for me to drive it.
Well, we were looking for something for Jennifer.
Yeah, I
And,
think she'd love that car.
well, now here's the thing. So we went and looked back at Hyundai again, because she loves her Hyundai car we bought in 2012. It was a 2013.
Yeah,
And she has had it since 2013. So that's what, 11, 12 years?
yeah.
And she barely has 100,000 miles on it. And it's manual transmission.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we went and looked at a Tucson.
Yeah.
And
the newer ones?
the newer
like
ones.
Okay.
Now, this was 23. And brand new 2023. And it was on hold. 9 months later, they say, oh, we got one in. And she said, I'm done. I waited this long for a vehicle. I don't want them all. The new ones are coming out. So we got our money back.
The new Palisades that they have that just came out, the driver's seat has a massager in it. That's the only thing.
They want you to fall asleep while you drive.
That's the only thing where I was like, maybe I should get a new Palisade. I want a massaging chair.
See, I would think you would be good for a lease if you want to change out all the time.
Me?
How old's your car?
If I was doing that car, a lease would be great, but for me, but I love my car. I'm not gonna change it anytime soon.
Only thing I don't like about a lease is like you
I don't like
really never own the car unless you have to pay that big balloon
I
thing.
don't like that you have to have under a certain mileage and things like that. Like you can purchase more and whatever later, but
No, that makes sense. I like that because it protects for the next person or whatever. I don't know.
I guess it depends because we were driving it to Florida a lot.
Then you don't need no lease.
No, but a lot of people get leases and then buy it out for a cheaper price at the end of the lease.
But is it really cheaper because you already just put all this money into it, and you have to have full coverage insurance?
I wish I could speak more to this, and I probably should have more knowledge of this, but I don't. My husband's a car salesman, so I'm not the person to talk to for this.
True.
It's so funny. We have a running joke where I'm like, you could buy a house and I wouldn't care. He could buy me a car and I wouldn't care if he came home with it. But he's like, he doesn't care if I went out and bought a house without him. But if I went out and bought a car without him, he's like, no. Because he's like, I know that industry. He's like,
okay, so $240,000, $300,000 house and whatever.
Yeah.
$50,000 car. Oh, he loses his mind. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you ever see that SNL commercial that they made about Lexus?
No.
I died. Okay, so you know how you see these Lexus commercials or any car commercials with the big bow, and all of a sudden it says, come lease or buy a brand new Lexus. It makes the perfect holiday gift.
Yeah.
They made this skit that to this day I still talk about and laugh myself silly about because they had them sitting on the sofa, beautiful scenery with the Christmas tree and everything else. And all of a sudden, you hear the voiceover, and it's like, what plans do you have for Christmas or something like that? Make this Christmas the most special for her. And he hands her this box, and she opens it up. And all of a sudden, he says, I got you a Lexus for Christmas. And so she was like, what? And then they walk outside. There's this beautiful Lexus with the bow and everything. And then you hear the voiceover. It's like, with only so much down, you could give her this Lexus, and it's a wonderful Christmas present. And all of a sudden, she says, you bought a bleep, bleep, bleep Lexus without coming to me? You ain't got no job. You lost your job. How long ago? And the son's like, what, Daddy? Well, we're going through some financial things.
Oh, my gosh, I have seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the neighbor comes over and says, wait a minute, you just borrowed $5,000 from me, and you can buy a Lexus?
Yeah. That's so good.
It's funny. I will laugh and roll every time I see that thing. It's beautiful. So, yeah.
It is really cool.
So, no to me going out buying Jennifer a car without her. No.
No, fair enough.
Now, I will say this.
My husband knows me very well. He picked that car out for me.
See, Jennifer wouldn't do that. Jennifer's like, your ass ain't my ass. So when my ass sits in it, it's got to fit me.
To be fair, he did bring it home before he purchased it. And he was like, do you like it? I think you'll like this one. And I said, oh, this is perfect.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
My cousin.
I did give him an approval on it, but he was right.
You got what?
I said, I did give approval on it before he purchased it.
Okay, see that there.
But he picked it out, and he was basically like, I've worked out all the stuff.
So I noticed the camera's way over here instead of in the center. So, am I okay?
You're center.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking dead at you right here. And I feel like...
Well, I'm kind of over at the side over here where the mic is. I don't know. It's a whole new setup.
Okay, it's a whole new setup. Whatever. Anyway.
We're trying our best. I'm still in... actually, I have more space here. I'm not... The wall's on the opposite side.
Oh, you have it turned a bit. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Apologies. All right, so my brother-in-law did this. He goes out because he was making $100,000 a year, working in a battery company that's here in Iowa too, and working like 70, 80 hours a week. I mean, he was busting his hump. He goes out to the bank because he's like, I'm making money now. Instead of saving the money, Blake, I love you, brother, but here goes. He buys not one, but two brand new trucks. Now again, this is like this is before COVID. Now this may have been 2016, 17. Two brand new trucks at almost $800 each month.
That's
$1,600 a month.
a lot of car payment.
And my sister didn't have a problem because she's fancy. She likes stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I said, Blake, man, why did you do that? I mean, you just went out there.
That's a mortgage.
That's a lot of money. I know everything is like jacked up crazy with prices now. But in 2017, 16,
That's crazy.
that's crazy money. But what kills me is I'm seeing people now that don't even bat an eyelash at $1,000 a month for a car.
Yeah.
And this vehicle, once you drive off the lot, just depreciated big time. It's now used.
Yeah.
So, no, that ain't me. Now, personally, I love to have an older truck,
Yeah.
like from the 70s
Yeah.
or even 80s, but then you got those problems.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of rebuild it depending on what kind of condition it's in.
exactly. But I do like your SUV.
Yeah.
That's
Hyundai
not
makes
bad.
some pretty good cars.
It was like Auntie Wiggs with that Cadillac she got. I mean, she paid cash for that damn thing. Brand new,
Yeah.
2024. And now she's like, well, it's time to trade it in. I'm giving me something else.
I'm not a fan. I get attached to my cars. So I'm not a fan of, continuously getting a new car. I wouldn't like leases.
Friend of mine went and this was back in the 90s. So get this. Friend of mine signed up for this dating service. They had an office and everything. Went into the office, signed up. They asked him what kind of lady would he be interested in talking to. He gave the qualifications. One qualification is she has to have been at her current job for at least 5 years. Fair. She has to make as much money or more than me. I don't want to take care of nobody. I said fair, because my aunt's the same way. She won't date a man if he makes less than her.
I mean, everybody has a preference. You're allowed those.
When you're already older and set in your life, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
So, but then the one that got me was, and she has to have had the same vehicle for at least 5 years too. He says his thing is he wants stability. And for a person to keep the same vehicle for 5 years or more shows stability. For a person to keep the same job for 5 years or more shows stability. He ain't raising nobody. And he's blunt about that.
What an interesting... I don't think I've ever heard of a preference like that before.
Oh, yeah, I never heard that either. I mean, it shows... It does show his mindset. He knows what he wants.
Yeah. Did they end up finding somebody for him?
Yes.
Really?
And they got married. They're still together today.
Stability, I guess.
Stability. He wants stability. But he's an engineer. He's been with his job since like 92. Because this happened in the late 90s. So he was with his job for at least 5 years. And the car thing, he's had his same vehicle since 1980 something, and he's still got it today. So he likes stability. But he's saying the last woman that he had, she was job hopping constantly, was constantly borrowing money from family. He said he didn't want that in his life.
Yeah. Just hadn't settled yet.
She couldn't even finish college because she couldn't make up her mind what major she wanted, so she dropped out. So he's like, you know what? I have worked hard as an engineer to be where I am. I don't want anything to do with somebody who's can't make up their mind what they want.
Yeah.
And he's set in his ways. I respect it.
That works.
I'm more for organic relationships. I don't care about what money you got, where you come from and all that. Just as long as you're a good person and we get along.
Yeah.
And you know how to put the toilet paper right. Okay?
Okay.
Is the beep coming? Do the beep.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the family, because they can't see me, I pointed to my wrist.
Right.
Like time
Right.
is coming close.
Okay, do the beep. I don't know what this is.
Beep. Our timer doesn't even beep. Where did the beep come from?
So we have 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to keep the family here all day.
So you got to train people. I mean, it's just good help is hard to find.
Help.
So, so I haven't bought the truck I want yet, and I don't want to get in payments. I want to pay cash. So there's that.
Yeah.
I built up a savings account where I can pay cash for it, and I don't want to go over a certain amount, and I'm dead stuck on that.
Talk about stable. Look at you.
What about it?
You're like, I set up a separate bank account. All the money goes. You're just reliable and stable right there.
I may be stable financially, but I can't walk with a damn. I'm not stable standing. I be weaving.
Fair enough. As long as the car's not weaving. Yeah.
On the way up here, I fell asleep at the wheel one time.
No, you didn't.
I woke up. I'm like, well,
You cannot drive overnight anymore. We are not letting this happen.
no, that wasn't it.
First class. The whole
It
way.
was going.
Flying.
I went to bed at 7, didn't get to sleep till 9, woke up at 1, so I only really had 4 hours of sleep. Think about it.
Mr. Ricky.
Got up, took a shower, packed, did everything I need to do. I left the house by 3. And during the day, I noticed that I was driving. I think I was in Missouri, and all of a sudden, I don't even remember. Closed my eyes. I went like that, and the railing on the side was almost at the front of the truck. And I went, okay. So I stopped at the gas station, got a big old thing of coffee, and I don't know about you, but I noticed that if I chew gum, it keeps me awake.
So, funny story. My dad used to be a police officer back in the day.
Oh,
Working nights.
I'm not telling that story.
Back in the working nights. And he swears by it, and I swear by it now, but sunflower seeds, it keeps your mouth busy trying to crack open the seeds and get the seed out. And then the whole act of spitting the shell
really?
and everything. And he says the entire act, like, because your mouth is so busy and you're focused, keeps you awake. And I have done it multiple times driving across country, and I've never had a problem. Sunflower seeds. The only problem I've had is like too much salt and my mouth will get
Dry.
yeah.
See, sunflower seeds I chew and swallow.
Nah, you gotta crack them open.
No, I ain't got time for that.
Well,
It's
you have
like-
to when you're driving across country trying to stay awake.
That's what ice is for. I do ice like that. I just
Okay.
chew on ice. But shrimp, I don't peel them.
Well, you can't do that while you're driving.
Yes, you can. I've driven through certain.
Peeling shrimp.
Well, I'm just saying, like the seafood boil that I went to. So I showed you pictures.
Yes.
They all have the shell on. I ain't got time for that. I got to go, and I eat the tail too.
Some people eat tail and shell. I mean, it's cooked.
You got to watch how you say that and what sentence comes out. It's
This is on the internet forever.
yes, exactly. So, but all right, look here, our time is running out, and I'm getting depressed because I haven't found my truck yet. So that is this episode of Ricky's Big World. We're gonna leave the light on for you, the front door unlocked. But if you come up with the truck in my dreams, I might have to take the keys and just drive on off. Okay, you hear me? There it is, right there. All right. I do want that truck.